Hey, good morning. Joan here, and welcome to another video on moon myth and magic. And this particular one today is all about the new moon in Pisces. And the reality is, what does that mean for you? Why should I care? Well, here's the scoop. So I wrote down a few tips just to see what you think of this. To me, when I think of Pisces, it feels the energy feels expansive and dreamy. And with that, I think it's a time to explore something new. That's kind of like just the energy that feels like it's coming up. And the secret is in your dreams. So Pisces is a water sign. Water sign is the emotions and your feelings. And this is all about your dreams. So keep it really simple. One, do you believe in your dreams? Two, do you expect the worst? Do you expect the best? Do you remember your dreams? Or do you write them down and pay attention to them? So that's what I think this month is all about. It's like paying attention to our dreams, and we're thinking about, what do we want to dream up? What are we ready to manifest? What would feel good for us at this time? And just know that every person in the world is going through the exact same energy as you are. Everybody's dealing with this new moon of new beginnings with a blank slate. And your superpower this month is being aware, or this moon rather, is being aware of your dreams. And that's what we're going to explore today. So welcome to Triana.
Hi there.
And Triana is our, sorry, I'm just like this around my words. Sorry about that. We can only improve. And Triana is just an awesome astrologer. And I thought, I want to break it down really, really simple. So whatever level of astrology and oracle cards, which are the two things that we really like to work with, that there will be a little something in here for everyone. So this is a great call to grab a cup of tea, sit back, and I promise you we're going to have at least one idea that's going to help you through. And I pulled one card as a focus. I can't even believe I pulled this off. This is like magic. So when you think about new moon in Pisces, what's her gift that she wants to bring you? And this is Colette Baron-Reid's spirit animal deck. So if I get really close, you cannot make this up. Make your dreams real. And it's the number 11, partnership. You know, two sides of the road. You're in the middle, going forward. The secret is, are you following your dreams, or do you want to? So with that, Triana, what do you think about dreams in Pisces?
Well, Pisces is the sign of the dreamer, and it rules anything that has to do with dreaming, whether it's daydreaming, night dreams. Pisces is a very interesting sign because it can be so inspiring and so encouraging of dreaming big, of new beginnings, as you said, because it's the 12th sign of the zodiac and the ending of the zodiac, preparing for new growth. Or in the case of a badly aspected Pisces, meaning a Pisces under immense pressure that breaks, then we're talking about drug abuse, alcoholism, escapism. And Pisces is also good at escaping. So very often when I see a chart where Pisces is afflicted, that person does in fact have a drug or alcohol abuse problem. And also, if in the birth chart, if I see Pisces in the house of marriage and partnership, that indicates that they have married or are with someone with that problem. And so there are the two sides to Pisces. It's that duality, the two fishes, sometimes swimming in opposite directions, sometimes crossing each other. So Pisces is a very complex sign because of those two sides.
Yeah, well, and I have one of the cards I had for Pisces, because I'm going to go through some tips in a little bit for how to work with it. But I just remember this is the fish you're talking about.
Right.
And to me, if when you look at the Tai Chi symbol, the symbol for the Tao, it's really two fish.
Mm-hmm.
How that in the white there's a dot of black, in the black there's a dot of white. And so again, if you were going to explain the two fishes in Pisces, do you think it's really the symbol of duality?
I do. The,
Okay.
the the signs of duality are Gemini, Libra, and Pisces. And they all have very distinct two sides to them. And so Pisces is one of those. If you look at the symbols of those signs, they're in twos. Pisces looks like two sets of parentheses backwards with a line through it. Gemini is two straight lines, just two straight lines that are joined top and bottom. And then Libra is a line with a bump on it and another line and a line below it, signifying the setting sun, but it's still two separate lines together, indicating again duality. And Pisces is not what one would call a leader type of sign. It's more of a supporter. And um, it's often said that Pisces has a soft underbelly. So if they come at you in anger or aggression, very often if you confront them, that soft underbelly comes out and they'll back off. They don't like confrontation. So this new moon will not be about leading or confronting. It will be, as you said, about dreaming and about a new beginning.
That's fascinating. I think it's so interesting is more and more I'm finding that what is happening in this night sky is a picture of what's happening in our world.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to pay attention to, are we in this rhythm, which is why I chose to do this. You know, that's what I think one of the cool things about this is it's like if we get a tip or an idea, something that makes it easier. I just think that's really cool about duality. I did not know that there were three signs that were, and now it makes total sense. Gemini, Pisces, and Libra. That is another cool feature. Well, and that kind of gives us a little bit about Pisces and what to know about. Is there anything, mythology wise right now when you think of like with whatever the energy of the night sky is, because with all the planets doing all of their changing around, anything you want to share in particular besides Pisces of what's going on?
Well, this new moon is going to be completely unaspected. There won't be any planets aligned with it at all. So it'll be free to expend its energy in its full
Wow.
glory. Yeah. And
That's kind of
itself,
amazing.
the moon itself is associated with the Greek goddess. Well, actually, she is a goddess, Selene, who is the daughter of two Titans. And she rode her chariot pulled by her four white horses through the night sky. And she was celebrated on the night of the full moon and the night of the new moon. And her symbol is actually the crescent moon, which she wore on the top of her helmet.
Cool.
Isn't that awesome?
And so, and then, the part that I love is here we are in a water sign. And, I just always keep going to the waves on the beaches and the birth of horses were coming from a wave out of the water onto the land.
Right. Right. And that would be the sea god Poseidon. And he is associated with Neptune, Poseidon, and Neptune is his Roman name. But Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So we have that Neptunian energy coming through the moon, even though the moon is not aligned with Neptune. It's still carrying the energy of Neptune anyway.
I,
Um,
yeah, I love the fact that it's almost like you can dream unencumbered. It's like
yes.
really for this. And the other thing that I really like that you taught me is to remember that these are very short time frames. That's why we do this every 2.5 weeks. The moon is always changing. The energy is always changing.
Mm-hmm.
It's about optimizing on our dream time now because 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, that's not the focus at all.
Right.
Just right now. That's
Yeah.
why what I think is kind of cool about this is you're being given what are a couple of tips and tools so you can really optimize this time.
Yeah, it's the time new moon is the time of planting the seeds.
Well, yeah, and speaking on that, I went back to a month ago, our new moon in Aquarius. And that was about opening us up to change.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've had a month to play with opening up to change. So it's like once that door has been opened, now what do we want to change? What
Right.
dream? And Pisces, let me do it back so you can see it clearly. And this is the Pisces symbol that Triana was describing. Attune to the divine. So when you open up to change, we've had a few weeks to practice that. And now we're going to attune to the divine, and that's where our dreams come in.
And also Pisces is in charge of spirituality and religion. So that's a very appropriate card.
Yeah. And then spider web. What's your web like as you're going to make your dreams real? Pisces is helping us dream it up. We've opened up, Aquarians helped us open up to change. And then we're tuning inward with prayer, with spirituality, getting in touch with, what our divine connection is, and then making our dreams real. Oh, I think that sounds really hopeful. I like that.
I do too.
So what I decided, just a couple of tips, because I come at things from a coaching perspective. For me, oracle cards are something that I use on a daily basis for turning inward and understanding. And I use it as like a pebble on your path. It's like, oh, what's something that my soul wants me to know? What would be helpful for me? And so I was, when I was tuning inward, I was thinking for Pisces, So for all around the world, we're all doing this together. And I thought, what's the first thing? We need to get grounded. Step one, when you want to work with your dreams, I mean, a lot of people just love being out of their body and in dreamland so much, they forget about the physicality part. It's much easier to be out of your body than being present and in your body. I mean, have you noticed that?
Yeah, feels good out there.
Effort. It takes effort. So my thought is we're going to simplify it. I'm going to give you some tips. So you've got a blank slate. It's unencumbered. You're going to start, you're dreaming. There's things you want to dream up, who you want to be. So before you take any action, one, get grounded. Two, be practical. Three, make a plan. Four, follow it. So this is how you manifest your dreams. Get grounded, be practical, make a plan, follow it. Joan, what does grounded mean? Well, let's just say we all know really well what not grounded means. So here's a little grounding tip. Was that at all helpful, Triana? Was that something that you did just seem to make sense to you?
Totally.
Okay, cool. Because I can be way out there, so I just have to double check that I'm on track with you guys. So one of the things, so just tune in right now and give yourself a 1 to 10. I mean, how in my body do I feel? How present do I feel? Am I, right here, right now, or I'm on kind of autopilot? Makes no difference. It's all good. But just 1 to 10, what number comes up? Now I'm going to teach you a little tip. So what you want to do is take your fingertips and go to your cheekbones and just gently, gently tap your cheekbones. Now, believe it or not, tapping your cheekbones, you're connecting to the little energy highways running all throughout your body called meridians. And one of these energy highways goes from here to the soles of your feet. And that's what connects to the electrical energy of Mother Earth.
Wow.
Yeah. So just having your feet flat on the floor, notice if you start to have any attention or awareness in the soles of the feet. And so here's your next step. Relax your jaw and allow your breath to just be out, flow out your mouth. If you want, you can close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth, just nice and easy while tapping your cheekbones. And you're not trying to time your breath. There's no better way or worse way. Your way is what is ideal. Breathing in through your nose, you notice you're breathing in. Breathing out through your mouth, you notice you're breathing out. Now I want you to do this 3 times on your own. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Ah. Let's do one more. And then just drop your hands down over your heart. And take several slower breaths in and out through your nose. One more. And just check in. Do you notice any difference in your body's energy and how you feel? Do you feel a little more focused, more present? This is what feeling grounded is like. And when you're ready, just slowly open your eyes. Maybe have a nice stretch. That's one of my favorite practices. No, Triana, I'm in La La Land. Oh, Midnight liked that. That would
He
make
did.
that he came to play. Um, Now, Triana, could you feel a difference?
Oh, yeah. It felt like everything kind of just folded right in and lined up.
And did it also feel easy to do?
Yes.
So that's my thing is I like to take complicated subjects, make it simple, practical, and it needs to be quickly effective. And that movement does that for me. So I'm glad that you can feel that. And that supports the idea. Where did I wrote it? I wrote it somewhere. Hold on. My three things. Didn't I come up with something? It was three things. Good, Joan. Oh, get grounded, be practical, make a plan, and follow it. I think it's easier to do when we're grounded. Do you feel more rooted, a little bit more rooted?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And I share these things. Triana's in my Ease Please practice. And every week I share different tips. I'll leave, it's like a 20-minute Qigong class that I do every Wednesday. And I record it. So it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can listen to it anytime. But for what's going to be helping us create that sense of inner peace and ease, where we feel relaxed, centered, and energized. So we're ready to move forward with our plans. I'm still in the dreamy phase. I'm just like, la, 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 that was so good. I didn't want to stop. So now let's go into which signs do you think are going to be the most sensitive or the most, well, first of all, we know it's going to be Pisces,
Mm-hmm.
who's going to be the most triggered by this new moon, where there's like, think of, and triggered, just think, my thought is either sensitive or room for growth, challenges, growth, etc.
The ones that'll be the most sensitive will be the water signs. And that, of course, as you said, is Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio. So all three of the water signs will be feeling this new moon.
And then you're, as you had said before, and that's if you happen to have Pisces, say you have a Pisces moon or a Cancer sun, if whether it's your sun, your moon, or your rising,
Right.
those three, sun, moon, and rising, if they happen to be of a water sign,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card for you to give you a little extra boost. So, oh, this is fascinating. Okay. I mean, this is just me. So this is for Pisces. Pisces is giraffe spirit. See the big picture. Can you imagine that? Here we have a blank slate, no heaven interference, a new moon, a blank slate, and you think of a giraffe. I mean, giraffe's going to have a view, okay? Let's say. And again, the number's 29. It's also an 11. Same as this. See the big picture and make your dreams real. Make your dreams real. Oh, I think that's cool.
It is totally.
And now for Cancer, I'm excited. So what were we just talking about? Galloping through the waves for a water sign.
Aw,
All right, Cancer, freedom is yours.
nice.
Wow, this is. And Scorpio, porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. So for all water signs or anyone who has water energy in their chart, it's time for beginner's mind. Know that freedom is yours. It's time to see the big picture and make your dreams real. Oh, that feels so good.
Doesn't it?
I'm so glad we did this. I mean, just knowing this, it's so cool to have a roadmap. That's one of the things that I love about the podcast is that roadmap ability. So now the last part to ask you is Pisces, I have a feeling I know. There's mutable, there's fixed, and there's cardinal.
Right.
My guess is mutable.
Your guess is correct.
Starting to catch on. Okay, and can you explain what was I just said, but the qualities of mutable or cardinal or
Yeah, Pisces is a mutable sign, and mutable signs are adaptable. And in the function in the world is to distribute. Those are the learners and the teachers, the distributors of information and goods and projects. So the mutable signs, because I assume your next question will be what mutable signs will be affected. Yeah, will be the ones that will be challenged by the new moon will be the mutable signs of Sagittarius and Gemini, because they are at a 90-degree angle to the new moon. So that's a challenge. And Virgo opposes the new moon. So Virgo will also be the other mutable sign that will be affected by it.
so the mutable signs are Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces.
Right.
Okay. So let's see what we have for Sag. When pigs fly. So use your mind wisely.
Ooh,
Well, think about it. We're trying to make our dreams real.
that's right.
And look at all this red fire in the background. When you're on a cloud in a fiery background, happy fiery sages are going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Flying pigs, I like it. Give me those angel wings. Look at her, how cute she is.
It is. I like
So Sag. Also in an 11.
the
Divine
pig's fly
partner.
card is an 11 as well.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Lots of this. Well, it's all about the divine. Spirituality, prayer,
Yeah.
that divine connection.
Wow.
Okay, now Gemini. Oh, I just think this is brilliant. You know what? It's so fascinating. So with the 11, the other thing I think of is two, partnership, divine partnership. So what Gemini, they're antelope. So the one thing about Geminis that I just know is they're rapid.
Mm-hmm.
I think of them as master communicators, extremely fast thinkers and talkers.
Yes.
You know, their computers just like, I mean, they're just on go. And it's a swinging door like
Right.
this. And their message is life is speeding up.
Ooh.
Life is speeding up. And look at the movement here.
Yeah.
So for them, life is speeding up. That's a really great thing. Make sure you're grounded, be practical, make a plan, and follow it because it's speeding up. So you're going to be able to manifest it quickly.
Yeah. Gonna have to move your butt.
Yeah, we've got the whole thing. We're now getting it grounded. And then Virgo. Well, this is interesting. Sometimes life stings.
I remember that card.
Yep. Wasp. And it especially stings when you're not grounded.
Right.
And my Virgo friends, I mean, it's like if your sun sign, you know, the month you were born, the month and day you were born, determine your sun sign. If so, you have an earth element. If you're a Virgo, let's put it this way, for someone like me who does not have earth energy in the first sun, moon, or rising, just hanging around earthbound people is really powerful because they've got that divine connection. And so they're naturally grounded. They're the caretakers of the earth.
Right.
And so when they're not grounded, when life tips us over, that sting is very painful
Mm-hmm.
for an earth-centered sign. And then for Pisces, oh, this is so cute. We have a squirrel
Aw.
and her energy. Look at this up close. This is just look, crown. I mean, oh my gosh. And it's believe in yourself.
Nice.
So that really, you know, sort of takes us, whoops, which fell on the floor. So, you know, I think one of the key things is paying attention to being grounded. That helps us really, when we don't believe in ourselves, we're not grounded. See if that makes any sense or if I just made that up. Because I was just noticing this while I was picking up the card and it fell to the floor. I'll speak for myself. When I don't believe in myself, in which I had a really rough night last night, just all kinds of stuff going on, I would say that the light on believing in myself was pretty dim.
Mm.
And it's like, and so my thought is like, okay, I know that's how I'm feeling right now. So what's going to help me? And I thought, keep my word. So the first thing that I needed to do was after I brushed my teeth this morning was hop on my rebounder and I went, you just need to move until you don't want to anymore. So it was like 25, 30 minutes. And that was what my body was just really needing to help me become back into balance. So when we have this clean slate of whatever it is we want to do, and we're in that dream time, we're starting to dream it all up. It's so what do I want? So then you start to write your dreams down. And then it's like, okay, now we need to take these ideas and move them forward. So it's like, we want to be practical. So we want to get grounded first. So there's a container for the dreams to fit into. Then what are we going to do with them? Come up with a plan and then follow it through. And the timing for that is right now before the full moon. So you got about a 2.5 week window before we come back again March 13th with the full moon. So you have a specific time frame, and where you're being supported, it's a great time to believe in yourself. And let's face it, we all know life can sting. And we all know life's speeding up. And we all know that how we use our minds makes a difference. And it's time to be a beginner. Be open to new ways of looking at things, new possibilities. The freedom to do that is completely yours. You're the one responsible for your thoughts and whatever you're going to do with them. So maybe see the picture, see a bigger picture for yourself in your life. And it's really time to make your dreams real. This is it. And then how do you really do that? Meditate, contemplate, daydream, notice your dreams, claim them, open up to change. That's what we've been working on this year, is opening up to change. And lastly, what this moon is gifting us with is the blessing and reminder to attune to the divine. How's that feel?
Good.
Seems like it really tells the story.
Mm-hmm.
And again, to feel grounded, we can review fingertips, cheekbones. And just you can breathe out your mouth and in through your nose. You can do this anytime you want. You can do this in bed. You can do it between projects, but breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And that will automatically get you feeling grounded again when you feel off balance. Anything else that you want to say, Triana, about tying up astrology? Let me put it this way. If you were to think of 3 words for this new moon, what would you say?
3 words. Dream, care, and pray.
And I love that. Dream, care, and pray. And I'm going to follow it up with something beautiful. White raven, trust in the magic.
Ooh, yeah.
So we started off, and my thought for our call today was it's all about make your dreams real. We've given you some tips and some information. And at the end of the call, trust in the magic and make your dreams real.
That's so perfect.
Yes, yes, yes. And we will be back for the full moon in Virgo, March 13th. That's our next time together. And let me just see. Well, at first, really, we want to just thank you for being with us today. And if you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe below, and then you'll know when we're doing another one. But usually it's about every 2.5 weeks for this. And it's always going to be about astrology, mythology, whatever's going on, little extra special something for the new moon, how it affects us, and then the oracle cards that support you, and a little coaching on how to kind of put it together so you have a path, because the new moon, remember, this dark in the sky, and she's lighting the way forward slowly. And so you have plenty of time. There's no rush. You're right where you're supposed to be. And just like each day the moon grows a little bit brighter, so does our awareness of the path. I think that really pretty much says it. If you're interested in having, wanting to know what's going on with the moon, the sun, the stars on a weekly basis, you can check below for Triana's information, sanjuanislander.com. She does a weekly horoscope, and she also does horse, I was saying forecast, but it was kind of like astrological horoscopes and forecasts. Anything you want to know about your chart or you have questions, you can contact her on her website at Epona Astrology, which is right there down below. And if you haven't had a chance to visit her site, do look at the exquisite artwork and the various things she has to offer there. And for more information about me, it's listed below. And if you're interested in energy healing practices that are soothing and simple, where you have a video that you can watch it anytime you want, and they change every week, I'll link that below. And that's my Ease Please practice. Because the times just call for ease, please. Now more than ever, I rely on that. And this is just one of the things that I share. All righty. Anything else that you have to say, Triana, on anything?
Nope, I think we've covered everything really well.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take good care. Enjoy this exquisite new moon and happy dreaming. Bye for now, and we'll see you next time.